Good morning. Today is Wednesday, the 22nd of June, 2022. The time is 5:24 a.m., but I was awakened at 5:15. Um, I was waking from this energy coming out from under the floor, and I didn't get up right then. I just started praying, and when I started praying, I heard the food truck get louder. It's a constant sound. He do this for like 4 hours, and I could tell that it's being used as a weapon, a sound wave. This truck has a sound wave to it. Well, I can actually feel it. I can feel the sound. I did do a video once before where you could actually see the walls vibrating, but it's used as a weapon. The food truck that he uses to serve people food, he uses it as a weapon to send out sound waves. I don't understand how these people that's all around here can deal with that sound every night. Um, a constant sound when they're supposed to be trying to sleep, unless they take something to sleep. Unless, I mean, like I said before, I really don't know what type of people these are. They may need this sound. I got to find some of my old videos from the other house, and so you can see the shadows of these people's heads at nighttime. When we moved at the other house, when we just moved from, I had brought some cellular lights to put out back because it was so dark. I had some in the front yard and I had some in the backyard. They would come on, but they'd go right back off. The beige house that was behind, there was two houses right behind us, the Smiths, and there was I don't know the people that stayed in that beige house, because there would be different people over there. But they had red, green, and blue lights inside a certain room, same room that they were shooting me from. They were shooting out the window, through the window, because the window was down. This stuff go through glass. Every night they would cut on red, blue, and green lights. And when they did that, my cellular lights would go out. I took videos and everything, showing pictures, showing how my lights were going out. They wouldn't stay on. As soon as they cut those lights on inside the house, my lights would go off on the outside and head down in the ground. You can see heads, two heads, facing. They look like they were facing each other. They look like alien heads. I got the pic. I'm gonna pull up those. I'm gonna find those videos, and I just pray that they on my external hard drive. That I don't know, because that computer is messed. I can't even get in the computer. I messed up the monitor trying to get in it, so I can take the hard drive out, because they messed up the computer where it wouldn't work. It attacked it so bad. But I'm hoping that you can hear that sound. Probably will have to have earphones. But I hear it through this whole entire house. I've taken the light emitted lights out. That sound wakes me up. And the heat. What I noticed tonight, that the heat was only where my private area was. The rest of the chair wasn't hot. Just the part where my private area was. Now when I be sitting in this chair, I could feel the heat on my back. The chair be hot too. Well, they saying that heat, it heats up the chair too. But tonight I could only feel it in my vagina. And if I move my body, if I move, like if I'm sitting this way and I move over a turn, wherever I turn to, I could feel the energy coming against that part of my body. I moved a few times. Cause I started out right here, and then I moved, and I listened for it and wait to feel it good. And it do every time. It know exactly where I'm moving to. And I know it's not no spirit, because if I try to talk to somebody prophetic or spiritual, they'll say it's a demon, but it's not, because it's on the whole entire land, the whole entire house. The floor is hot. It gets hot. And that's where this energy is coming from, the same place where this heat is coming from. They can make this whole floor hot. Even with my feet propped up, they can still burn my feet. That's why I wanted someone to go up under the house, see what was up under there. Which I don't know what I'm looking at. I see pipes, uh, like hoses, up on the, up at the top of the house, and cords that could be causing the heat. But there's a system up under there. There's a light. I never seen nobody have a light up in our house. And there's a fuse box up under there. Why is there a fuse box up under the house? Because someone is controlling what this stuff here is doing. Um, I had told, I wanted them to check for a soft spot in the ground to see was there a place where they can come up, or either by a hard place, like a trap door or something, to see if they was coming from next door. Because I know that guy was over there doing stuff up under the house. But I saw two guys go over there and take that system off from under that. But it don't mean that they're not no cars disconnected some kind of way to the underground system that runs over here. Some kind of way they got the underground system connected to this yard. Now it is what, 5:34 a.m. He'll probably run that truck till about 8 o'clock or 8 or 9. Constant. constant humming. I just wonder, am I the only person out here that's being gang stalked? Am I the only person in this whole the area, city where I was? There was a guy some years ago being gang stalked because he's on YouTube, but there's an old video. I haven't seen anything of him lately. He used to ask people, why they out there where he at. Like he would be out, like way out somewhere. You wouldn't expect to see nobody walking on the railroad track, and somebody would be out there. I know. What's that? What's the mom? Where that come from? Here. Mm-hmm. Here comes the time. Ready to on. The boss must have been in y'all room. Back door. I'm looking at that corner behind me because I did do something yesterday. Hoping it will help with some of the energy because always be a lot of energy over there. It look like it may have worked. I'm not gonna say what it is that I did. I might need to look at it in the daytime with the light on because I'm still seeing it. I'm still seeing energy on the wall. It don't look like it's as big in that corner. My plan today is to read. Um, I didn't post last night. I may just go back over there. I'm gonna have a look at the video first. See, for some reason my voice be going different from my mouth, like a lot of old Chinese movies. But I did a video. I read, I think Romans 11. I guess I'm gonna stay in Romans just a little bit more than what I've been doing. I've been doing a week in New Testament, a week in Old Testament. But since we living now in the new, what we should be doing now is in the New Testament. The way we should be living. The Old Testament is our basic. Where we came from to where we are now and what Jesus did for us compared to our works to his works. Living by the law, living by grace. And believing in our works are the works to Jesus. So I'm going to finish this week out, Romans. I just may reread chapter 11. I keep this hat on my head because this energy dries out my hair. And it has me feeling like something else. It dries out my neck. My neck just be hanging. My face just swell up. My face, well, my whole body is just big. That energy going inside of me, that's what's making me gain this weight. I feel like they doing something to my organs. I did see a video saying something about melting our organs, turning everything back to blood. I don't know who, but I need to start writing stuff down. Right, the name of the video and the person, and what is they talking about, so I can go back, because a lot of time when I'm looking at the video, it puts me to sleep. And I be getting bits and pieces. They trying to keep me from getting information, especially somebody that got real good information that they don't want me to get, because they know I run my mouth. I talk on it. But see, the thing is, the person that's doing the video, they already talking about it. So them trying to keep me from getting it, that don't make no sense. Because it's already out there. The video is talking more than what I could talk about, because it's their video. I could just lead people to the video, which is what I try to do when I remember who it is. A lot of times, I don't remember who video it is. Their names, I try to lead people to franchise, period. Franchise, period. That's his name. He's the man that deal with the colors and the numbers. And he was upset about, what's that dude name? Curry. Is it Curry Stevens? Is that his name? He's a basketball player. I realized the dude. He was upset, but he had his numbers wrong. So he had 17 when he should have had 16, because when he was doing it was past midnight. But what happened on the 16th and not the 17th. So his numbers didn't come up right. And he was really upset. But a lot of the things that he do come up to 666. Just like they had me waking up at 666 numbers. Like if I wake up at 4:23. He would take the 4 and the 2, that's 6. 3 sixes is 666. That's how he is. A 5, 13. 5 and 1 is 6. 3 sixes. That's the way they was waking me up. But tonight I woke up at 5:15. So that's not it. But at one time, every single time I woke up, it would say 666. The numbers would count up to 666. Come on. Now, I'm quite a distance, a whole yard away from that food truck, but it is really loud. I will have to put up, and they keep cutting off my computer because this CD will play, it'll play all day, but they keep cutting it off. My daughter in there with them dogs. He's a very disrespectful man, very disrespectful. And what makes it so bad, he's over at our apartment building. I don't know if that guy, if them people over there moved or not. 'Cause I saw him go back over there today. They did take furniture out of their house. I haven't been seeing the dogs. I haven't seen her. So maybe she moved. I don't know. I haven't seen her in a few days, and I haven't seen the dogs. Even our dogs be going outside looking for the dog. Cause they would be out there running back, just running back and forth, running back and forth. But she's been over there. Sometimes they just work 6 months. Then sometimes they work for 2 years, 16 hours shifts. But I really don't think that what they saying. I don't think these dogs sick because I don't see nobody. When your dog sick, the dog don't just live with you. I don't never see nobody going over there picking up dogs. I seen one man go over there and take a cage over there. He was military. He was dressed like military. And he was looking over here. I don't know if he knew that I was looking at the one at him. But I don't see nobody else going over there. I see people pull up in the driveway and pull back out. And the people I have seen go over there, I ain't seen no dog. Nothing that they say, nothing that they do, they make it their business to talk to my daughter so that she believes whatever they say. That's why they make it their business to talk to her so that she won't believe in her mama. Because he told her that was his daddy house. So if that was his daddy house, why he won't stand in the house when we move here? Why he wait till after we move here and the woman that was there, she moved out. We moved here in November. I think it was like January when she moved out. The beginning of the year, January or February. And there was a lot of people there. There was a man standing right at the edge of her yard looking over here. I don't know if I did a video of that or not. But he was watching over here. Well, I think that he was part of the gang stalking. It ain't no telling what they told her because, sometimes you can just feel people. And it was like she was moving in an urgency. It's gonna let that truck get loud. What I feel about that truck is when, because I use something to help knock that sound out of my head. And I think because I can stop it, the sound that's inside of me, I can't stop that sound. I can't stop that sound wave. Because if I play my CD, it don't affect that. So whatever it's doing, it's going to keep doing it. But when they sending signals in here to start the technology that's inside of me to activate, I can stop it. Where I don't hear it and it don't give me a headache. Because that sound inside of me, I think it's doing something to me. To see this on the outside. That I could put on loud music. Or either I could cut on my CD. He'll just make it louder. And I feel like that sound kind of makes me sleepy. I think that's the purpose of it. Somehow I wakes up from the sound of it. I know I sleep harder than what I normally sleep. A deep sleep. This lady told me that I'd give them too much information. I think I know who it is. Because this lady told me this before. I think it's the same lady. But she don't realize. And if I hurt her feeling, I didn't mean to. Sometimes I just, as I'm talking, my anxiety just builds up and my voice gets louder and louder. I suffer from anxiety. And I could tell that when I'm talking, it builds up and my voice, I just get loud. And I may say things. But see, People not realizing these people already know what they do. These people is professional. They been doing this. We not the first people they doing this to. I'm not the first person that they doing this to. This is their livelihood. They been doing it. They moves from place to place. So these people that's attacking me, I'm not the first person that they doing this to. Especially the ones that's dealing with the technology. Some of the people may be new in that town or city, but the ones that's moving from place to place, they been doing this. They been doing this. And they probably been doing it for many, many years. Many years. So the man that the house where we moved from, the man that stood across from us, he been doing it. He did. Because I heard him telling a guy uh, that I was the one that was being gang stalked. And the man said, man, that's a woman. And he said, I got the video. Yeah, it don't have the sound to it. But I got the video where the man was over there. Then he started gang stalking me. I don't know what they telling me people that who I'm supposed to be. But he started parking his car in the man's yard and just leave it on. That energy was coming over to our house. So by the time he finished uh, running his car, you can see a yeah, I guess it's like a cloud. You can see it, the energy in our yard, and it will go on the porch. So these people already know what they're doing because they wouldn't do it if they didn't know. Especially let it run as long as they let it run. Because there was a lot of people would go over there and just let their cars run. Because they knew that energy was coming over to our house because it's direct energy. Direct energy goes where it's directed to go. And it was trying to make us sick, especially me. My daughter would be in and out of that house going to work. I go walking up to the door. I didn't even open the door. And I breathed in something. As soon as I breathed it in, I could feel it taking effect to my chest. Like my chest was closing up. I couldn't hardly breathe. So I ran in the kitchen. No, I ran in my daughter's room and told her what was going on. She went and got me some over-the-counter medicine, but I had some vitamin C and some other stuff that I took. Over-the-counter stuff. I won't run into no doctor, I tell you that. I won't go run nowhere to get no tests for these people to tell me a lie and say I got that thing. Because they telling everybody they got it. But how you know these people telling the truth? How do you really know that you got it? That's because you feel sick. When they making you, this stuff we breathing in, it's making us sick. The atmosphere. When you could just get you some stuff over the counter and take it. And a lot of people might will be alive if they had went to the hospital. But I called my brother who was in the hospital. And I prayed for him. He was talking and everything, and he had to take a breath test. When he took that breath test, is when it sounded like he about to die. He got the choking and carrying on. After He took the breath test. Before he took that breath test, he was talking good. After he took that breath test is when things went bad. So it's within the hospital setting. A lot of people get sicker than what they were before they went in there. I know I was a type in the hospital because they was attacking me so bad at home till I started passing blood from my stool and from my mucus that was coming up out of my stomach. So my daughter taught me I won't gonna go to the hospital. I won't go no more. I'll tell you that. So on the way to the hospital, this lady and a man. He was black, she was white. He was in a silver car, she was in a black truck. Followed us to the hospital. I think he kept going when we turned off to the hospital. He kept going straight and she turned behind us. But by the time we got to the hospital, there was some young girl standing there, just standing there looking at her phone. I knew she was a gangster by the way she was acting. So when we got into the emergency room, they took me on in the back and they wanted me to give some urine. So when I was going to the bathroom, some woman dressed in uh, nursing uniforms, kind of stuff with the head of some type of jacket or something. She come out the one of those room acting like a zombie, and then the nurse, she was on the side. There was a nurse on the side of the bathroom. She was just standing there looking up, reading. I guess she was reading me because that's what they do. They call it the cashier record. They read people cashier record. But the other lady came out the room acting like a zombie. So I ignored her. I really ignored both of them, but I saw what they were doing. So there were two ladies in the bathroom. They came out. And I went on in and did my little thing and handed the nurse the urine. I think that's what I did. Or did I leave it in? Because sometimes they have a door. They just put it in. Might have been what I did. But I know I come on out. And when I came out, there was a door, a room right in front of the bathroom door. Because the other one was a little further down. She come out that room acting like a zombie. I ignored her again. Went on back to my room. Then some girl came to take my vitals, acting super ghetto. She was a white girl, acting real ghetto. And I was paying her attention, why she acting so ghetto. You know. And before she left out, she's talking about, don't judge me. I just looked at her. What the heck are you talking about? Don't judge you. You quit acting ghetto, honey. Because you won't act professional at all. And so when they took me to take the x-rays, the guy took me in the x-ray room. He left out. Then he came back in and looked at me. Then the doctor, I guess he was supposed to be though they did the x-rays. Wait a minute. Yeah, they did the x-rays before the doctor came in. But the guy said he forgot to do something where you couldn't see the implants. I never said anything about the implants. Not one time did I mention that I was implanted. Then she said, that's okay. She need to know that she's being implanted. Still, I ain't said nothing about no implant. Only thing I said that I was passing blood. I still can skip. I skip the part, but I'll go back to that. So after they took the X-rays on my chest and stuff, the doctor came in. He started walking towards me, and he stopped and turned around. And the guy that had took me in there, he looked at him and said, "I'm not touching her. She'll never say I implanted her," and walk back out. I didn't never say nothing about me being implanted, not one time. So I'm thinking these people were actors. So when he was taking me back to the where I was, this tall black dude was standing there acting like a zombie. I just ignored them people. And what I should have did was got my butt up out of there. That's what I should have did. Should have left, just got up and left. And so I had to spend the night getting back to when I first got there. I was in my room. I think it was before my daughter got there. Um, but she was there, but she was out in the waiting room. But someone called there, and the nurse answered the phone right outside from my room and asked for me by my first name. People don't call me by my first name unless it's professional. When I have to write down my first name, they call my first name. She called my first name, said my age, and she said she looked like she's in her 40s something. At the time, I was in my 50s, and she said it 3 times. Then she came in with one of those long Q-tip things and did a anal swipe to see did I have blood back there. But you can't tell if I got blood back there. Not with no anal swipe. You got to check the bowels. But what she did, she put something back there because I began to itch like crazy. By that time, my daughter was in there. And I told her, I said, I'm itching. That woman did a swipe, but it felt like it probably some type of itch. There's something called an itch salt. Because it felt like all that stuff that you put in the walls, that pink stuff that if you touch it, it can itch you, make you itch real bad. That's what it felt like she did to me. And so my daughter gave me something to wipe myself with. And I I developed a rash back then. Whatever it was that she did, I told the nurse, because they put me in a room, and I told the nurse what happened. She said, well, I don't think she would have used a dirty Q-tip. She used something. And they had some ice water in the pitcher. There was something in that water. They had like a ink, iodine, something taste to it. I didn't even drink. I didn't even drink drink the water. I had put a piece of ice in my ear because I could hear that sound, and I would use the ice at home to kind of help with that sound. And the whole room, but I could taste it. It had a taste to it. There was something in that ice, and the whole room just started spinning around. It started spinning around. And so this lady came in cleaning it. And I told her, I said something wrong with that ice. So she took it back out. Brought some more. I won't I won't bother. And they put me in a room that had no phone. They hadn't gave me nothing to eat all day. This was about 10:30 at night. I had them asked them about 3 times to bring me something to eat. I got there that morning, and she brought me some kind of a store bought in a little freezer that you put in the refrigerator, in the freezer. A little type of TV dinners. That's what I did eat that 'cause I was hungry. So I went to sleep, woke up to somebody attacking me with a direct energy weapon. They were actually shooting me. So I got up and went toward the door. I could still feel it. My granddaughter was in there. She was asleep. So I went over there where she was. I couldn't feel it. So that's why I slept there over by the window in a chair. So when the nurse came in that morning, I was over by the window in the chair, and I told her that I don't know if she understood what I said or not, but anyway, I let her know I couldn't sleep in that bed. But that night, there was a black car parked outside. They were just sitting there with the lights on. But I could still sleep over there by that window. I don't know if them lights were doing anything to me or not. But somebody was using some type of weapon on me in that bed. And it had to be coming from the door. They must have been outside outside the room, either way up in the top. Could have been at the bottom. I don't know. All I know from the door to the bed is where the attack was. But from the bed to the window, they want nothing. Well, my nose itchy. And they do that too. Make my nose itch. Now 6:13 a.m. That truck's still going. But it had been going before. It had been going, but it was like silent, kind of like I just could hear when I woke up. I could tell it was on. I can feel the truck. I could feel that truck. And when I started praying, he cut it up. Now how he know I'm in here praying? How he know I'm in here praying? How he know I'm woke? Because they know that's how they got this house monitor. They got everything fixed up before we moved up in here. Because we dealing with people who are, uh, first of all, they are the government. They are the law. And these people, they just treat us like we have no rights, none whatsoever. They're actually taking our rights. And people gonna keep sitting back till we have none. We won't have no rights to our land. Well, I ain't got no land, but the people that got land. To your home, to your children, to yourself. You ain't have no right to your own self. Because people sitting back. We don't have no more Martin Luther Kings, and really, I don't even know if they was for us. Tell you the truth. They were just to keep us in check. Malcolm X, people like that. He said they want silent. They did have a voice, but they don't silent these jokers now. With the pastors, part of them, they gang stoppers. And then they want to judge you for stuff that you doing that God has forgiven you for, because they can see. But see, they forget that they were sinners and they got a pass. Some of them passes way worse than mine. Cause for one thing, I want a pimp. Some of these pastors were pimps. Some of them were prostitutes on drugs and everything else, and they fornicated. But yet they can't forgive you for your past. So I don't worry about people. I used to worry about people. I don't know more. Cause I found out these people, they doing worse things that I haven't done. This one lady, she was just hard on me, and I found out she was stealing from the church. But that she trying to judge my past. And she's a pastor stealing. Okay, I need to get off of here. Y'all be blessed in the Lord.